Hey you guys, Steve Whipple, that's me for WHIPFIT. Hello all you awesome YouTube followers. How are you? It's been a little while since I've made a message where I talk to you guys, and I feel like this is a good time to do one. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I have returned. WHIPFIT on Instagram is no more, but just like the word wonderful, WONDERFUL, Whippleful is now a word. So WHIPPLE, Whipple, and then FUL. So my new Instagram is at It's a Whippleful Life. Um, the posts I make are are totally a retrospective of my life and times, like since I was a kid, and I'm taking it all the way up into 2020 little by little. It's a great way to interact with my family and friends, and it's been really, really enjoyable. So feel free to follow me on that. My posts are all of that from my photo albums, pictures of pictures, but my stories are current stuff like fitness and what's going on and any other random thing that goes on in this brain, so I'm sorry about that. But that's not what this is about. I want to make a message about mental state and how we're all coping, because there's a lot. There's a lot going on in the world, to the point where if someone were to make a movie back in the day about 2020, all of us would be like, that would never happen, whatever. And right now we're living through political unrest, movements, a pandemic, all at once. So it's a lot. And in this book right here, super great ideas, where I jot stuff down. No, it's not blank. I've been kind of like writing things down as they come to me. And this message is all about how you're coping. And I hope you're all coping well. And I know for a fact that everyone's not. And I know that because there are some days that I'm not either. Both our inner and outer selves are a reflection of what is going on right now, our temperament, how we feel, but also the wear and tear on our bodies. If you look tired and you feel tired or lethargic, your appetite is gone, or you're eating way too much, or you're drinking a lot more, you're not sleeping, you're sleeping too much. Things like that affect how you physically look, but then also inside is affected by all of this too. If you're feeling anxiety, stress, depression, anger, all feelings have a way of kind of coming through and showing on your person. At least I find for me. And so this message is just about how to cope with that in the best way possible, because I know we're all dealing with a lot, and it's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask of all of us right now to get through this, but really there's no other choice. So we have to pave a brand new way to do this and for self-care. And I know a lot of schedules are completely different. Some people are out of work, which is a great opportunity to discover something new. But at the same time, a lot of people have their kids at home, which takes up that chance to have that moment to discover something new, because now you're reshifting how you have to do stuff because your kids are at home. So I know there's a lot of different elements that come into play. But if you are someone that has found extra time on your hands, and I think the worst thing you can do is just be on this all the time. This. Sometimes it's too much information. Sometimes it's just a way to waste time, when you could be taking that time and giving it to yourself. Every now and then something great is on the phone. I'll give you that. And just like I said, it can be a great way to bring people together. But if you're on your phone and it is taking you out of your current life, your current environment, and blocking you from getting active and doing other things, it's not a good thing. So that's what this message is about. This is a great time if you have that time, if you have extra time, due to being out of work, due to limitations as to what you can do, restrictions because of the pandemic, quarantine, things of that nature. It's a great time to discover or rediscover yourself. And what I mean about that is, who are you? Who do you want to be? And are you being that? Being a good person is easy to do when everything is great and simple and everything is exactly how you want it to be. Being a good person when nothing is how you want it to be, things are not how you want to, things aren't coming together the way that you want. That's when being a good person really comes into play, and it's really hard because anyone can be a good person on a great day, but can you be a good person on a bad day? And that's really hard. And I have found for myself the way that I'm doing that is I've had to look to myself and find what is it that I want, enjoy, or makes me happy. And if any of you know me because you follow WHIPFIT, I love teaching indoor cycle, spin, whatever you want to call it. I love it. And I took a break from it because when I left Maui and came here to Oahu, I knew I wasn't going to be able to reproduce Maui Powerhouse Gym. It's such a special place with special people. And I went to 24-hour fitness, and that did not work out. They had a very different business model, and they fired me because the way I taught was unacceptable. And for a while, I kind of looked a little bit, but didn't really have that push behind me. So right now, I had the opportunity to do some reflection and realize, yes, I want to do that again. So I pursued it. I reached out to any and every possible facility here on Oahu that teaches indoor cycle. And there's only one studio left that still specializes as an indoor cycle studio. And I reached out to them out of the blue, contacted them, really expressed my interest in teaching there, and now I am. It's called Body Balance. Check any of the things I posted recently. So I'm back to teaching. So that's huge. I refound my joy in a time of complete chaos and, disarray. And when we all feel restricted, I found something to open back that door into joy. And right now we're teaching virtual classes, so I still get to teach even though a pandemic is on and we're restricted. So I want to give you that challenge. What is it that is in you that you love that now you can go for? Like, go for it. Like, whatever it is, go for that thing that gives you joy. If there's something you've been waiting to do and you're still able to do it. I mean, I get it. Like, if your joy is travel, that's not going to be exactly easy right now. But I think you know what I'm trying to say. Other things that I wrote down. Michael, my husband, is taking an online course because he has some extra time on his hands as well. So he's taking an online course, which he's wanted to do as well. I know this sounds obvious, but sometimes the obvious gets a little lost in our own brains and in our own thought patterns, and you need someone to kind of sometimes step up and state the obvious. What are the projects around your house that you can never get to? What are the things when life goes back to normal, if that ever happens? It probably won't go back to normal and go hopefully back to a better version of normal. But what are those things around your house that when you're rushing around on an average day, you're like, oh my God, I wish this was this way, or ugh, I can't believe this is still this way, or why don't I reorganize this closet, or why don't I reorganize this garage or this drawer? Do that. The simple task of organizing or doing a project, one, it fills up time. Two, you're completely focused on it because you've self-started it. And three, the end result is satisfaction. Anytime anyone starts their own project, the result afterwards is complete satisfaction and pride because you've accomplished something. Give yourself that. Whatever that is, if it's starting and finishing a book, like I said, if it's reorganizing something, give yourself a new project, gardening, growing stuff, whatever. Give yourself that. I mean, if you're sincerely interested in it, why would you not want to pursue it now and then see it through to some sort of end that gives you the result of accomplishment? So that's another thing. Go for that because you're worth it. Of course, reading, volunteering is huge. If you're in any way able to volunteer for anything right now, I don't know what that could be for you, but just consider volunteering for anything in your hood or whatever. I don't even know what that could be, but maybe you do. So volunteer. Exercise. Exercise is huge. It is saving my life right now. We've kind of put together a makeshift gym down in our studio apartment that is attached to our house, and it's such a good focus. It gets out aggression. Again, it gets you results. It's therapeutic. And it fills time, and it's super good for you. Let's not forget that. If you've been waiting to exercise for the time to do it, there's no better time right now. If you're if you find yourself with more time than you normally would, start it. It doesn't matter if you wish you would have started it already. Start it now. Just start it. And then the final thing that I wrote down is what a great time to reach out to people. And that can be Zoom meetings. I've had a couple Zoom meetings now with college friends and former coworkers, and let me tell you, they're fun. I've done a Zoom meeting with my new coworkers at the new studio that I work at. Michael and I have done Zoom meetings with friends that we were supposed to see this summer and whatnot. It's a great way to interact with people, in a safe way. So reach out to people. I wrote a letter to my grandmother because she likes getting letters. So, there's also nothing better than getting yourself out of yourself and doing something for someone else. That ties into the volunteering thing. So I know that a lot of these things are obvious. And sure, being on social media, posting stuff, shopping compulsively on Amazon, things like that can make you feel good temporarily. But if you do that, and at the end of it, you still haven't filled that void, then it's not working. Please, you're worth it, and you owe it to yourself to start giving yourself something more concrete to give back to yourself, to build on. So when this pandemic is over, in whatever way that's going to be, that you've created something that you can take with you moving forward in your life, Like, give yourself things right now that are building a better life for you, because we all get stuck in this current rut of frustration and anger, self-doubt, questioning, depression, anxiousness. Like, those are all real things. But everything that I've just talked about in this little video, they're all tools to help you not feel those feelings. And if you start doing any of these things, I swear to you, I promise you, if you do anything that I've mentioned and you start today, you will feel different. By the end of whatever task it is or whatever you've decided to pick up, you will feel different and you will feel better. So we're really all in this together. No matter what you think, the human race has to work together. We always have, and we always will have to, in order to get through things. And this one isn't going away. The best thing you can do is take time for yourself and make yourself the best version of yourself continuously. That work never stops. So please drop comments, below, and let me know what you're doing, because I would love to hear. There's a lot of negativity right now. So much negativity, so much stuff that almost breaks my heart and almost makes me cry daily for various reasons. So please start promoting more positive stories, because those are out there too, and we all need some of that. So please know that I appreciate all of you. I have love for all of you. I have care for all of you, and I truly believe that you only keep what you have by giving it away. And if I can give you guys anything, let me know. I will do my best to do so, okay? My goal was under 15 minutes. It's 13:46. I did it. Do it.